Good morning.
Good morning,
I'm sorry. I had some network challenge, please. Sorry.
It's okay. It's understood. We need to grapple with network issues. So if you received your email, you should be able to proceed to request to log in officially into your account. So it should take you somewhere like this. You should get somewhere like this. After you're able to log in successfully, you should get somewhere like this. I want to believe that was what happened why we activated that account. So we got to a place like this. True of us?
True for me.
Yes.
Good. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Okay, so.
Sorry.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm Oyeshola, but it has been rejecting my
Password.
name.
It's rejecting your password or your email?
No, it's rejecting my username. Oyeshola in caps _ Olutokunbo.
Wow, that's strange. It's not supposed to.
That's the problem I have. Yeah.
Did you try to type? Did you try to type in the username yourself?
The username.
To provide password only.
Yes, because he said no username. I'm to provide password only. I provided the password, and by the time I went to sign in, it couldn't come up with my username. It said no username.
Okay, so in that case, that means we need to pull out your password, your username. So let me just for a second. So if I go here, organization, we get this kind of feedbacks. I also got the feedback from Fire also. I know Lion Messi. So we get this kind of request that, oh, I couldn't pull out my username for whatever reason or the other. It can be like that. So if I go in there and confirm
Okay.
you have an account on the platform, okay. Oh yes, Sola, right, sir?
Yes, caps.
Yes.
And then lowercase.
Yeah, this is it. This
Underscore
is
lowercase.
yes, this is your account. Oyesola underscore Lutokunbo. That's your account.
Yes, yes.
So you shouldn't have any problem with that account. This is the account. And it looks fine. It looks fine.
Uh-huh.
So
Okay.
you're not have any issue with that account. I can force a reset password for you again. So you should get another mail.
All right. All right.
Okay. So thanks a lot. Okay,
Thank
so,
you. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
You're welcome, sir. So we have quite a number of users on our platform. I mean, we've been doing this for quite some time now. So like I said, you would get this notification from us telling you that you should activate your account. Yes, basically, you should activate your account. So this is the way it works. So at this point, you will not see your username here at this point. But once you click, you proceed, it is going to give you that. Okay, so you get to this page. Of course, we'll move on and we are able to pull that up as quickly as possible. So now, why are we here now? If you log into your platform, there are things you'll be able to see. On your platform, there are things you're able to see. So let me log in back to my website where I have my accounts. So that I'll make sure that you're able to see my account. So now, can we see the menu here? While you're on the platform, menu somewhere here. Can we see it? Just like Google Apps. So this is the Esri apps. Can we see it?
Yeah.
So once you click on that, you will see the list of applications available on Esri platform. But our major concern for this session is this, the ArcGIS Survey123.
Mm-hmm.
That's our major concern for this training. So you can say that's our major concern for this training, Survey123. There are several apps around the ArcGIS platform. There's a tool for everyone, depending on what you're doing. But largely these days, because of our research work, we do a lot of data collection. And most times we need to go to remote places where there are no internet connection. And this necessitated the need for us to do offline data collection. There are several, of these tools that are available for data collection. Many of them, there are so many of them. If you go to Google Play Store and you search for tools for data collection, offline data, you'll see so many of them. ODK is one of the most popular ones that a lot of people use. We've got RedCap. RedCap is quite common in the College of Medicine. A lot of, and Kobo Collect is also a very common platform. We've got MACP, JotForm, and a whole lot of them. ComCare, Survey City, there are quite many because, you can imagine the number of researchers all around the world. People need to hit the ground running to collect for data collections. Okay, so now come back to the Survey123. Like I told you, there are so many applications, so many tools within the ArcGIS platform. But for data collection that we're interested in today, we call it the ArcGIS Survey123. There are two platforms. There is the one for the web to design data forms on the web. And there's also the one that is based on XLS form, just like the ODK, where we actually encode the forms. That's also available. Yeah, whoever is there to receive an email, probably you, okay, I can see someone say they have an issue also. We need to quickly resolve some of these issues quickly. Let's see how we can resolve so that let's do this next 10 minutes to resolve some of these issues quickly. I can see about, okay, we'll see how we can resolve that quickly. So for your username, I mean, we picked two of your names separated by an underscore, and that should be very fine. Please look at the password issue and ensure that you follow the format for password creation, combining caps lock and numbers as much as possible. So why ArcGIS Survey123? Basically, these are 5 things why we have supported this platform. It's easy to use, very, very minimal training for the crew on the field, very, very minimal training. And it's a smartphone. And also it is integrated into the ArcGIS platform, such that when you want to leverage on the power of the geolocation part, you can actually do a lot of sophisticated thoughts. And most importantly, it has a built-in reporting capability in it. So basically, when we're designing surveys, there are 2 ways. Either use a website, drag and drop, or we use a complicated, sophisticated method using the Survey123 Connect. With this Survey123, we can create smart forms that you have skip logic, calculation, branching, question, and even if you are only surveys that involves multiple languages, English, Hausa, Yoruba, Igbo. I mean, once you select a language, it brings up all the questions in that language that you have selected at the point of data collection. So you can see displayed in mobile view in English and another language. And it runs on iOS, Android, Windows, Mac OS. A lot of applications, platforms support ArcGIS. So for the field crew, I mean, either they are connected or disconnected to the network, they're able to continue their job on the move without having to be worried. And anytime they connect back to network area, the connection is established again. Apart from collecting surveys via mobile phone, you can also collect surveys via web, just like you do a Google form. You can have a link that, you can actually send a link out to people to also fill the same form, but they must be connected to the internet. So I will encourage you that we, enjoy this tool as much as possible while we work on it. So, like I told you, you can leverage on the analytical tool of GIS. You can see these are data collected. You can see where in the world are people submitting this data from. You can see these visuals as much as possible. So for the centric form, we responded to ask questions that depends on what that concerns them. So they don't have to fill out the questions because of the logic that will be built into the form as much as possible. And even instant way into some grouping and relevant questions, it's going to be interesting. Of course, sometimes when you do complicated forms, like I told us, at that point you might need advanced tool like the Survey123 Connect. And it's integrated into the ArcGIS platform by default. You can see this dashboard where I can see the total records submitted, the total participants. The very first date that survey was started accepting data collection, and the last time data was submitted. These are the kind of analytics you expect to see as much as possible. And of course, once this data is collected, you can export into various formats, CSV, shapefile, or geodatabase that can be used for further analysis using ArcGIS Map or ArcGIS Pro. So your survey is immediately available without any further data conversion. It has a lot of attributes and reporting capability, which we'll also see during the course of this training as much as possible. So you could see some of these reports in, just like you say in Google, in charts, bar charts, Instagram, and the likes. And it's also, I mean, for text questions, you could see, what do you call this? I can't remember this right now, where if people submit text, it can create kind of, forget that file again. I'll remember. Okay, so who can submit surveys? Yeah, you can have surveys that is open to the general public. You can have surveys that it's only universal by the people. You can have surveys that specific groups can only submit into that survey. For example, oh, I want this survey to be only submitted by students in agricultural extension. Any other person in UI cannot submit into it, as an example. Okay, so there are a lot of platforms for us to learn. We'll also share this PDF much later after the session so that we can actually access some of these platforms for free. So let's go there. So let's log into Survey123. Okay. So how do we get this login? So like I told us, so if you're on this platform now and you click on the Esri apps, just locate Survey123 somewhere there. So we can click on it. Yeah, so yeah, this is my dashboard. This contains all the surveys that I have created. You can see this is the one you use to request for your account. So you can see we have received over 1,000 requests for accounts for the last 2 years, thereabouts. So if I click on this now, I know you can see now, so I've got like 1,093. Yeah, Twitter participant, of course, because many of us are anonymous users. You see that numbers there, obviously. And this form started receiving submission April 30, 2021. And the last submission was yesterday, July 18. You can see, so, okay, this survey is a public survey. You can see the survey counts. So we got our highest request around April 2021, June 2022, and the likes. Okay, so I can go back to my ArcGIS survey 123. So once I'm able to log in successfully, you can go to the link directly also, survey123.arcgis.com. You'll be fine whichever approach you go through, survey123.arcgis.com. survey123.arcgis.com. So what's the price? How much are they selling this platform? Oof. Just okay. Oh, they are not even putting a price there for us. You can see even the price is not being put there for, but that's not important for us. So let's click on sign in. Let's go sign in. Okay, so I'm able to get to this page now. Sign in. So I'm back again. So I'm interested in going to click on new survey. New survey. Exactly. So can we see that now? So new survey. So there are 3 ways I can actually go over this. I can do a blank survey, or I check out some template survey, or I go through the Survey123 connect. In this case, I am going to write code. There is no drag and drop. When you go through the Survey123, there is no drag and drop there. But if I'm going through these other ones, there's drag and drop. For template, we see previous examples that they have designed, and we can use that to get some inspiration to design our own form. Okay. So let's click on Get Started. I want to see existing surveys, whichever way. Let me open the existing surveys. I mean, the existing templates, just to give us an idea of what does this actually look like in real world. Good. These are templates. You can see based on industry. Based on industry. These are several examples based on industry. If I click on natural resources category, look at this now. Use this form to report the location of oil wildlife affected by recent oil spill. Assist with maintaining your favorite trail. Several templates are available. Okay, let's go to health and human services. We've got map portable electronic device that automatically diagnose potential. So there are several examples that we can have. So if I click on any of them, I click on one of them. And this is what the survey looks like. I can decide to use this template and start working with it, if I so wish. Otherwise, I go back to my survey and just create a blank new survey. And I click on Get Started. And I click on Get Started. So it's trying to create all the necessary things for my survey. Wow, I have my survey loaded. So first thing, you could see at the moment, I have an untitled survey. So I would like someone to suggest to us, what do we want this survey to be all about? So to guide us when we get to the questions that I'll be asking.
Poverty reduction.
Poverty reduction. Good. Thanks a lot, sir. So poverty reduction. So my survey, poverty reduction. Okay, good. So that's the name of my survey. So now the next thing is I need to give this survey a title. I click on where I have survey title not set. Can we say it? Survey title not set. So once I click on that, it opens the survey header for me where I can actually put the heading. It could be text, it could be image. It could be text, it could be image. So if I want image, let me see if I can get an image on poverty reduction in Nigeria. Okay. Oh. Got nice images. Okay. Oh my God.
Yeah, that's
This is so bad. Okay, let me pick okay, I saw something here. Poverty reduction measures. Okay, let me just, for this sake, let me save this image. Let me save image to downloads. So I've got this image saved. Okay, so now I'm going to select the image. So I could actually copy the link to the image and it should be able to pull it out also. I should have just done that. I could click on that. Just click on that and just right click. Okay. where is copy image address? Copy image address. And I come here, I paste the address of the image. Okay. Poverty reduction. Okay. And I click on OK. Oof, invalid URL. What happened? I think I should just go to my, let me go to my select image with ease. Okay, poverty reduction. Good. So I've got that. Okay. So it's uploading the image that I just provided. Upload there again. I think this is really interesting. Okay. So I've got my. I mean, is this not good enough? So I've got something to actually work with. So what is the description of this survey? Can you give me the description for this survey? Now I'm going to make this very, very interesting as much as possible. Okay, very, very interesting. I hope, okay, as much as possible so that we actually get a feel. Okay, I'm working on a survey on poverty reduction in Nigeria using Survey123. Give me an appropriate description for this. Okay, don't mind me. It's all about productivity these days. Okay, good. I've got something. Okay, good. I've got something nice. Is this not interesting enough? I hope you're enjoying this session. So I've got a nice description. This is good enough. Okay, so yeah, I have this now. So I've got a description now. So the next question is this. I need to start providing my questions, which I want to believe by now. We already have our questionnaire, our survey going through to the various stages of correction up to the final moments. So how many sections are we likely to have in this survey? How many sections are we likely to have?
Likely 5.
5. So namely,
one will be
what's the first one?
Depending on whether the first one will be personal characteristics first.
Okay.
Or household characteristics. Or household.
Personal characteristics. Okay. Second one.
You said personal or household characteristics. Personal or household
yeah.
characteristics. That's the first one.
Okay. Let's just do household. Okay. What will be the second one?
We can look at the economic activities.
Economic activities. Okay. Household activities, economic activities. Well, I told this guy to fill them in for me. I don't have to stretch myself to that level. Okay, so I've got 5 sections already, right? So these sections will come under what we call grouping. So it means that I have to group questions based on these sections. So I have 5 groups in essence. So let me go to hard. So under this hard, this is where you have all the controls, all the type of questions you can have. So you can see under this section, text, number, date, and time, single text, question, multi-line, if you want more text, numbers, sliders, you open just slide, dates, time, date and time together, questions for emails to ensure that people do not put email with invalid formats. And you've got website also. So for choice questions, you've got single text, single select. We've got multiple selects. We've got grid, drop down, Likert scale, rating, ranking. And for location, you've got map and address. And also, under media files, you can upload image, you can upload audio, signature, where you want people to actually sign, okay? And you also can do file upload, okay? We also have display and structures where you can have notes just for information purpose. Group, this is what we are going to move next now, because we have agreed that we're going to have 5 sections. So sections refers to as group. Quite easily done. Sections are referred to as group. Okay. So let me click on group now. I can double click on it. You see that? Just double click on it and get that over there. So this is the first one, which is referred to as what? Household characteristics, right? Good. Household characteristics. So you can see the label where you have the label here. This is where I'm going to paste it. Can you see that now? So this is a section now. Household characteristics. What I note for it? Okay. So give me description for this section. And the questions. Okay, so for also characteristics, I want the description for it, and also, so I've got a description. Right, is it done? Right, so I've got that there. Okay, I've got that there. So also characteristics. So that stands out. Dr. Ekin, why are you laughing? Okay.
It's not me. I think it's Professor Ishola.
Okay. I hope everything is good, sir. I hope you're still on track, sir.
Yeah,
He's only clearing his throat.
I only cleared my throat when I only cleared my throat. Because I'm enjoying this section,
Yeah.
and what just came up immediately, you type the description, and it gave us the real description we usually look out for.
Exactly. So these are questions for me now. I've got like how many questions? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've got like 12 questions on that section alone. So the first is gender, age. So what is your gender? Okay, that's the first question. So for this question now, which is going to be placed within this place, I go back to hard. So what kind of question is that? Is it a single choice, single line, multiple choice? Single select, good. So I can have that, good. Double click in there. Oh, now you can see, when I did double click, what did you notice?
It places it there. It places it
outside the group. It is outside the group. Can you see it?
Okay.
It's outside the group. So it should be, so it means that question, I must drag it inside this rectangle.
Okay.
It was inside this rectangle. Oh, now you can see that it has gone over the bar again.
Okay.
So it can be very, very frustrating sometimes. Oh my God, don't mind my new PC. I'm yet to get used to this, my new PC. It's not my fault. I was trying to be a big boy. So I can just take it out, and if it's giving me stress, I go back to this place, single select, I click on it, and I drag it here. Did you see that now? Now, how would you know that your question is within that group? You can see this line extending from the household, you can see the line.
Yes.
That's to extend downwards like that to confirm to
Okay.
I am still within household characteristics.
Section.
Yes. So, and what's the question again? What is your gender?
Yes.
So on that level again, what is your gender? So now, so I have the choices. In case you want to provide additional information, you have the int section also to provide additional information to respondents. So now I have the choices here. I can erase the choice 1, choice 2, choice 3, but I don't usually go that route. I click on batch edit. Click on batch edit. It gives me this as it, so I can always control and delete whatever is there. So what are the gender that we're considering? Male, female. This is Nigeria. We know if it's for mother.
Yes. Yes.
This is Nigeria.
Yes.
Female. Okay, good. So I've got that. Male, female. Appearance. If it's vertical, if it's horizontal compact.
Horizontal is okay, since we have only 2 options.
Yeah, and this is what a required question. Questions that are compulsory, we must make sure we give them a required question. So I select that and I see that's read as after this is a required question. Okay, so we want to put, if you're interested in numbering the survey, you shouldn't forget that. Okay, so I've got that one. So what's the next question? What is your age? What is your age? That's the next question. What is your age? Okay, so that question again, what kind of question is that?
Number.
Number, good. So this is number. So I drag it here again. Number. You can see the green line as extended further.
Yes.
Good. What is your age? That's the second question. And we said it's numbers. So it's a required question. It must be integer. Do we intend to set a minimum and maximum value? It's possible.
Yeah, that may not be necessary because we are.
In this case, no.
For this case, no. Good. So
In
in this
this
case,
case, no.
if we're in a scenario we're interested, we have to actually ensure that these are validation checks to ensure that our data is doing well. Okay, so good. So marital status. That's the next question. So for marital status, this is quite lengthy. It's not just I don't need to stress myself. Please provide the options for marital status. I don't have to stress myself. All these tools are supposed to aid our productivity, nothing more than that. Okay. So I've got married, single, divorced, window. Which one is common law? Separated, blah, blah, blah. Okay, good. So I've got quite a number there. So, okay. So for this question now, I'll prefer we use drop down.
Okay, it's a bit long, okay.
Exactly. So, yeah, okay. So I've got my question there. So, number 3, what is your marital status? Okay, so I got my batch edit again. I just paste that there quite easily.
Remove common law. It's not known to us.
So common law, yeah, it's not known to us. Okay, good. So
Common law is in Nigeria now. Common law.
What is common law, sir?
Common law is that probably myself and a woman we agreed to give birth to a child without marrying, there will be, they call it common law. So we are not bound by any marital law, but we are giving birth to children. You know, they are single, they call them single parents, but there are some single parents
but is it strange, sir?
It's no more strange in Nigeria. There are people who give.
Is it strange?
It's not something that is strange now, especially in the urban centers. If you are working in places.
Don't let us debate this. If you are doing your survey, you can put whichever one that suits your purpose.
So common law is.
We are good now. So now, for the benefit of doubt, we assume that there are others, and we must give people opportunity, such opportunity, if for any reason. So I can click on OK. So now, at this point now, do I want to allow order? I check on this box, allow others specify. I can see that. Allow order specify. Okay. So at this point now, this is what I have. You can see the drop down now. Are we good?
Yeah.
So let's move on swiftly. So what is your highest level of education? Your highest level of education. Okay. Yep. What's the highest level of education? Okay.
Let's go by our conventional categorization of education: primary, secondary, tertiary.
Okay. 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 Right?
Primary, secondary, tertiary.
Okay. We don't want the breakdown.
Or if you want to be specific, first degree, master's.
Yeah, I have it on the screen already. So we have it on the screen already. I hope you can see my screen. Ooh. Hello, Shelley. Okay, this is it. I hope my screen is still visible, to be sure of that.
Yes, it's visible.
Yes, we can.
At the point, I didn't say anything anymore. Okay. Okay, good. So, highest education. Okay, good. Okay, so we've got that. We don't know what is GED. So,
no formal education, remove that. Okay, yeah, leave formal education, leave high school diploma. So after secondary school, maybe we have a bachelor degree. There's nothing like associate. Leave that one, associate degree.
Good. Okay.
Yeah.
So we're okay. Yeah. It's required. And let's take one more. Let's take one more. Okay, what's the occupation? These are very frustrating questions. I don't like this frustration. What's the occupation? What is your
I think we don't need that here now.
Okay.
Since we are still going to the economic
because we want to take that under the economic activities section.
Okay, so we just pick how many people in your household, right?
Yes,
yeah,
that's
how
correct.
many people.
Okay, good.
So you go to use number now.
Yeah, okay, good.
Use number.
Okay. Good. And what's your, do we need monthly income here? Not yet.
Not yet.
Good. Okay. Okay. So so the next is economic activities.
Yeah, so excuse me, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Under that household characteristics, can we still, how can we add more, for that is the household size, I mean, because since we are looking at poverty, there are certain other questions. How can we add more additional questions to that household size? Because there will be need for us to break it down, how many male, how many female, their age, and their educational attainment.
Okay, I get you very well. By the time we'll get tomorrow, where we'll get to the advanced part, where we'll do have, those are complicated forms, just like these are the complicated parts. Tomorrow we'll do that part. Today we are doing the simple part, do our basic form and publish.
Okay. Thank you.
That's the part that has to do with repeating questions and stuff like that. Okay, so the next one, we need to add a new group. This is our section 1, if I'm not mistaken. Section 1.
Yes.
So we need a new group. So we go to add. So we've got a new group here. Yeah, it's our new group. Okay, so for our new group, which is economic activities. So that's our new group, economic activities. Okay. Okay, so we'll give a description for that. Quickly. Okay. The description. So that's fine. So let's ask the questions. What? So that the question we had earlier on for economic.
It has listed the question for you. It has listed the question.
I want to be sure that it didn't change it.
It has listed the question.
Okay. Okay. What are main sources of income?
When you ask for the description, it has listed the questions for you.
Yes, I've done that. Okay, yeah. Okay, so what are main sources of income? That's the next question. What are main sources of income? Main sources of income. Okay, is this fair enough?
Salaries, self-employment, business ownership, agriculture. Okay, gift or remittances. Yes. There's no government. Okay, yeah. Well, there is the palliative measurement that some people collect anyway. Rental income.
That government benefits.
Yes. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Remittances, gift. Okay, I think it's okay. It's fair.
Okay,
it's fair.
Good.
Excuse me. That's good.
Okay. So for this now, this has to fall.
Drop down.
Under what?
Drop down. Let's just drop down.
I think agriculture should be maybe.
Are we taking this survey? Are we taking this material to the field now?
No.
Maybe just for
no, it's a bit. It's okay that people go through this. Otherwise, when you are alone,
we've spent so much time on just one item.
Sorry, that's my position too.
Please. Note that most of us have not gone this route before. It is not about timing. Please.
It's about knowing how to do it when you are young.
Remember, most of us have not gone through this route. So don't let us be in a hurry. And let us learn new things.
Thank you, sir.
Please. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. In fact, I subscribe to what you are saying. You know, what we are going to really get here when we have various kinds of questions is that the various requirements that will necessitate use of different types of tool to add the question. For example, this one, I was about to say that this kind of question that we are about to add now will require multiple selects.
Exactly.
Because we might realize that some respondents might need to have more than one of these options that we have. So instead of single select or drop down that we've been using before, we might need to use another one. So that we can know how the different tools can be, used to add question items to the question. Yeah. So let us be patient.
So for this question now, we will use multiple selects because we are
Very appropriate.
Yes, we are expecting
that
them to have
one source of revenue, source of income.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, okay. Ask question. So we can decide to continue the numbering, or we'll start a new numbering at every section. It's up to us.
Yes.
So,
but we usually continue.
Good. So that's fine. So we continue. So this becomes number 6, if I'm not mistaken. Good. So batch edit again. Oops. Oh, understandable. Okay. Good. So you can see now that you can select more than one, and yet we still have you to allow other. If what you want, what your own income is not there, you can still actually add it also. I could do, horizontal contact to reduce the space. You see where the horizontal contact is now is important now.
Yes.
You can use that to reduce, so people can see all the options at a glance, because sometimes on the field, our enumerators, anything could happen. So it's always better to make life easy for them as much as possible. Okay. Okay, good. So let's pick the next question. Okay. Do you own land or property? New land or property? Demo chess. Do you own land or property? Okay, so that's a yes or no question, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes. Yes.
Yes or no, yeah.
So that's a single select. Remind me again. Okay, so it's a yes or no question. Okay. And do you have assets such as livestock or business? It's another yes or no question. So sometimes for questions that are continuously yes or no questions, sometimes we want to put them in a grid. Is that not true? Are we together? So
we are with you.
Right. So instead of having questions with a yes, you can have a box that will.
Exactly. So I can take this one away now. Okay. So I can just look for something to group them. I can say section 2.1, whatever. Okay. So, and these questions here can be, so I can start picking each of these questions here, batch edit. Okay. Yeah. So everything here, right? Are we good? Falls under that category.
Yeah.
Land.
Okay. And we'll go for the options also.
Yeah.
Yes. No. And we've got that. Is this not a lot idea?
Very, very cool.
Thank you. So, okay. So we've got like 2 sections.
Well, is it possible to adjust the width of the cells such that the
By
word
the time you actually launch, it will pull out itself. It's just because we are here.
okay.
It will pull out itself. So don't forget, I almost forgot this. This has happened to me several times. Please, anything can happen. Oh, at this point, though, we have not saved anything. So I need to ensure that I click on save to save my survey. And I can preview it here. I can click on preview. I click on preview. Good. So this is how my form will look like. This is on a computer, on a desktop computer. This is how my form will look like. Okay. On a mobile phone, this is how my form will look like on a mobile phone. Okay. On a tablet, this is how my phone will look like on the tablets. The tablets. So at this point now, there's one more thing that happens. Okay. At this point, this form is still local to me. Okay, it's still local to me. So we need to move to the next level, which has to do with publishing my form. So I click on publish here. This is what will make my form go live. But before then, there's one more thing we do with forms, which is what? Coding. I hope you remember that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you want your forms to have been pre-coded to save you the stress of having to manually do your coding. So you can see now, these are the label questions. These are the label questions. Under label, these are the under label. Can we see it?
Yeah.
Then this is the name. This is where the coding comes into place. So anything, when this form is downloaded, this is what will be recorded as the options. So I can decide to come here and say, oh, male is what? 1 or 0?
1.
Female is what?
2.
2. For married also, married is 1, single 2, divorced 3, widowed 4, separated 5. For my no fornication, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Salary or wages. So like this place, what I mean source of income now, I can say, no, okay, make it income, source income, right? Source income. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And others.
We may not pre-code others.
Yeah, source income order. Okay. So it goes on and on and on like that. Land, assets, programs.
Okay, yes will be 1, then no will be 0.
Yeah, yes will be 1, no will be 0.
0.
Okay, so I've modified my schema.
Okay.
I can go ahead now and click publish. Okay. It's published, right?
Is it your network that is slow or the publishing process is tedious?
It takes a while because it takes a while because a lot of components are being built along the line. You know, we told you it's part of a bigger platform. So it tries and sends those across the other platforms. So even when you open other platforms, you are good to go. Okay, good. So my survey is published. At this point, now it's published. Okay, so to give people links, I can click on the share button here. So if I want a link, it's available. If I want a QR code, it's also available. You will see that now. If you want the link, available. If you want a QR code, it's also available. But as at this moment, my survey is still private. Only myself. It's still private to me. So to make this visible, I need to go to collaborate. You know, we have been on design all through. So I need to go to collaborate. So on collaborate, we have several options to set. When you share this survey, how do you want this survey to be opened? Is it in browser? Or you want to ask them whether to open in browser or in the survey app or in the survey app itself. We'll still get back to that. Okay, good. Who can submit? Everybody, anywhere in the world? Oh, only people who have an account with this platform and they are affiliated to UI. Or I want specific groups. You can see now, these are various projects that we have been involved in that we have specific groups. So for example, the project you are working on presently now, we can create a group for that project and put all the members, including the enumerators, in that group, such that it's only them that can submit into that survey. Okay, for now, let me make it public. So what can submitters do? Add new records, add and update records, update, delete records. Has been created by a law. Do you want multiple submission? Only one submission per submitter. What's the status of the survey? It is currently opened or it is closed. Oh, you can schedule an open and close date such that, oh, this when you publish a form, oh, this survey will be available from August 1 to August 30. Once you create your form, you leave it, and once it's time, it gets open, and once it's end, it gets closed. So that's to share survey. What about the result of the survey? It's possible you want to share the result of survey also. So I can go to share results. There's a share result button here, somewhere here. So who are those that I want them to view this survey? As submissions are being made, they can see this result in real time. They can see it in real time. So of course, I wouldn't want to share my survey to the public. It will be to specific people, as the case may be in the group. So all these are possibilities that we can do. Even at that time, even when they see this, so what can they do? Is it view only, or they can view and export data? Okay. So analyze. For now, we can't analyze anything because no submission has come in. So in the next 5 minutes, I want all of us to submit something to this survey and let's look how it looks like. So let me quickly put this link in the chat window so that we can actually see how it looks like. Okay, so thanks a lot, Femi. So let's do that. I have it on the chat. So we'll give just like 5 minutes for us to quickly fill this in. Thanks a lot. And we can use that also stretch our back also. Been there for like an hour. Okay, so if this is the page where we said there's no data in there the other time. So let me refresh this page. Let me do a refresh on this page. And let's see if any data is coming. Wow, some data has come into this page now. Good. So far, so good. We have received 14 submissions. Yeah. 14 submissions so far, so good. So you can see this is the reporting aspect. Okay, so the reporting aspect. Okay. So reporting aspects. You can see this question, despite the fact that it was a good question, it still pull out the responses on its own.
Very interesting.
So let's look at the data proper. Let's go on the data tab.
Hello, what about that multiple response question?
Okay, let me go there. Let me click on it back. Aha, okay, this is it now. You can see where you have multiple response, like what I mean. So can you see it? 1,4. Can you see it, sir?
Yes.
You can see it, 2, 7, 8. Even when you choose order, it has remittances.
Yeah.
Okay. So if I go there under the analyze, and see what that pulls out for me. So what are your sources of income? Okay, yeah, this. Okay, that's section 2. What else? Age, marital status, level of education, how many per households. Aha. So you can see this now. The number of people that took salary or wages, it groups all over, it aggregates them, no matter the selection people have made.
Okay.
So we have a fair idea. This is what we can actually show. Now, let me go back to my data. So to see the data proper. Okay, and at this point now, under my data tab, I can actually export to various formats. Oops. I think my Airtel network is messing up again this morning.
So you are using it now.
Well, no, we are using main one, but for this session, I had to connect because this is a peak period for internet usage in campus. So you would expect network will drag a bit. Okay, so now this on my data tab, what can I do? I can export. So
now, wait, please, excuse me. What about these dots that we have here? I can remember that we did not specify location. How come we have a dot around the location of Africa?
Let's check it. Can you see my screen? Can you see my screen?
Yes, we can.
I'm going to click this plus sign here to see more options. So okay. I'm going to ask it to see, to give me out all the columns. I want to see all the columns. All the columns. So good. I've got all the columns now. So I can know the time that everybody filled the form. I have an idea of when you fill the form. Okay. What else do I have there again? That's what I have. So did anybody put up their location on at any point in time while filling the form? It will attempt to capture. I did not specify that it should capture
the
location. I didn't specify that because there's no question directly related to that because we didn't pick any address field while we were designing this form. But if we had that in mind, we'll explicitly add that question. Or if like what we're going to do tomorrow now, where I will manually add it without the question existing, but to pick up location. By the time we do that tomorrow.
I think that would be better.
Yeah,
because the idea is such that people stay within their comfort zone and fill the questionnaire.
We have witnessed so many of such. One guy will just be 12 a.m. in his hotel room. So we embed that option, so they wouldn't even know that we are tracking their location. So that's something that will definitely make possible tomorrow, the advanced class. Okay, so at this point now, I have my questions. I mean, my outputs. I can export. Can export to Excel CSV. Now, I'll still come to talk about the tomorrow where, this question we have asked so far, there is no picture in this question. There's no audio. There's nothing. Yes. Did you notice that?
Yes.
We also have that possibility. Yes. There also, you can actually take those data. Pictures, upload your picture either on the phone or you take a camera with a picture. Those possibilities are also there that we also have to look at also. So at this point now, I can click on Excel, export to Excel format for me. It will attempt to do that. To an Excel format for me. What happened? Excel failed to export. Did I mix out anything? I know it's my network. I know myself. I know. It's my network. It's already giving me sign. It's already giving me. So you can see that's done eventually. I know it's my network. There's not a problem. So this is a file that we just downloaded now. So it's attempting to open it. Okay, so this is a file. Can we see it now? You can see it's already coded. And it's already coded. So we don't need to go through the stress of having to do that again from scratch. That's on that. So still on the data view, I also have reports. I have a report session. So I can say, okay.
Hello, sir, before you move on, yes, hello, sir, before you move on. Okay, these coded files that you just showed to us, now can I see it again? That column M, where you have a comma, The way it will be useful for us in our own kind of analysis is that each and every one of those ones delimited with comma be on in their different columns.
At the level, you can do that. That's the most.
Hello?
At your data cleaning level,
okay,
you can always do that. I mean,
okay.
once
Okay.
that's
I'm just wondering whether we can pre-initiate it such that it will come into different column itself. If this is what the platform can give to us, of course, we can take it further from here to at a data cleaning level.
It's okay, sir. Thanks a lot, sir. Okay, so now we also have the reports. So what can I do at a report? I can do some report generation. So for this case now, I want to generate a report of what we have submitted so far. But I can't do that without selecting the templates because there's no template defined yet. So I click on use manage template. Okay. Yeah, I'm using this one, individual record, create sample templates. You see the output. The output is quite beautiful because sometimes you need this. Okay, good. So I've got something to work with. Okay, good. So this is a of this submission. So I want to generate the complete reports. I'll click on generate reports. This is going to give me a detailed report of each submission as a document. A detailed report of each submission as a document will be generated for me at the end of the day. So I've got it ready. It's ready. So I'm opening it. So can you see this now? Can we see this? For each of them, I'll get something like this. Do we get this?
Yes, yes.
So I can actually get a copy, like in Word document, for each submission.
For each submission.
At their response.
But each submission is not what is expected for us to report on really.
No, yeah. Because I chose individual, there's a combined.
Okay,
okay. What that I chose.
Okay. Okay.
It was what that I chose. If you go back to reports, okay. Let's use this. Oh, good. Okay. If we come, let's go back to okay, so I said all records, okay. Manage templates, okay, new templates. Let's look at sample ones that is got there. Let's look at that. Summary.
Okay.
Okay.
Or combined.
Or combined. Okay, so we can actually, that will give us how do we call it now? That will give us I don't know, I downloaded now. There is something now.
Combined?
Yes, I think. Yeah. I might have got combined now, okay? I won't use Airtel tomorrow, I'll use MTN. And see the way it is playing. It's taking forever.
How many kilobytes?
Yeah, you can. It's a network. It's not. It is a network. It's not kilobyte at all. It's not. It's just the network. It's the net. It's not kilobytes. You can imagine. This is not funny at all. It's a network. It's not. It's not kilobyte at all. It is not kilobyte. It's actually the network.
Yeah, that's what Airtel is having issues this morning.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
It's
I have to switch that off.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So now, if we go to, let me go back to my design. So before then, I need us to go to Play Store, or Apple Store, whichever one we are using. Need to go there, Play Store, whichever we are using, either Play Store or Apple Store, any of them that we are using, depending, either App Store or Play Store, whichever we are using. This is App Store. This is Play Store, any of them. So you can search for Survey123. Survey123.
On Android?
Yes, Survey123.
Okay.
Okay.
I saw ArcGIS Survey123.
Yeah, there will be so many. Yeah, this is it. Does it look like this?
Yes.
So we're going to install it on our device. Then go ahead, install on our device. So are we able to get that done? Because that's the beauty of this exercise itself. So I'm going ahead to install on my own device too. My phone, please. Okay. Yeah, so yes, installed on my device soon. Okay. Are we done with installation?
I'm using it too. We're almost done.
Okay, that's fine.
Anywhere you go, I'm done.
MTN, okay. There's no problem, sir. Which we're almost done too. So,
Who can find?
So finally, I'm done.
Good. So, okay. So, can we launch it? Can launch it. So the same username and password will be used. Yeah.
Recording in progress.
Okay. So I'm going to share my screen also now. So I hope you can see my screen.
Yes.
Okay, so this is the Survey123 installed
On your phone.
on my phone. So I'll sign with my account, same account we use it to log in the browser. So this is the survey I have on my phone for now. On my phone for now. So it's on my phone for now. So I can access all the other surveys. Okay. Or to bring on board a new survey.
Okay.
I'm going to click on the icon on the top right where I have my initials.
Yes.
So my initial is, so once I click on that now, what do we have there?
Download survey.
Download service. So I'm going to click on download service. So can we see our poverty reduction there?
Yes.
Yes.
All these surveys are because they are public. If it's not public, you will not see it. So anybody that is joining our team, we have to create a group, okay? And we add them to that group. So once they log in and based on their profile, that in that group, they only see survey for that group. But all these surveys presently say they are just public surveys. That's why we can see them. So your own survey will not be available because it's a closed survey, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
So we'll click on the cloud to download that survey onto our phone. Good. You can see now the icon is different from the other surveys.
Yes.
Which shows that, oh, something is actually on ground. Good. So at this point now, I click on the back button. Can you see the back button up there, top left?
Yes.
Come back. Can we see now that my survey has now reflected on the
phone?
Yeah. So that's the way it works. Okay, let me click on it now. Can we see it now?
Yes. So
Yes.
So I can start. So once this can operate offline, it doesn't need internet. The only time I need internet is to download the app. Then once I've done my data collection, I'm back at my base to synchronize the app, to synchronize the data. On the field, I don't need internet for this to work while I'm on the field.
Okay, suppose we had the location thing there. Would that still not require the internet?
No, location doesn't require internet. It's geolocation. It does require, because your phone has a GPS, device has a GPS already to capture that information. It's local, it's local data.
So that one will require internet.
No, it doesn't require internet. It is local data, it is local to your phone. Your GPS location is local to your phone.
Oh, okay. So it's going to make that one as well.
Exactly.
Okay.
So once I click collect now, I start collecting data.
Okay.
So this one does not show the totality of the the picture and the
yes, exactly. It doesn't
design embellishments.
It doesn't.
It's really basic now.
Exactly. Go to the field and start collecting data.
Okay. Interesting.
Okay, I have a question, sir.
Okay, sir.
So the other time we partition our question to 5 sections. So if I want to have section for consents, so that will be a different section entirely, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So you can see I have closed the sections. You can see. And I can do it so that only one section per page. Unlike this one, that all the sections are on the page. So that if you are done with one page, I can put a page and a section. Did you get that?
Okay.
Yeah.
So how do we do that?
It's also from the design. You know that when we looked at the design, we had pages and groups. So under pages, that's where we select that.
Okay.
And I can start, so I can click on this and start entering data. Mail. You can see. Did you see that? Once you bring what is your age, what did you see?
It moved to the second question.
No, what did you see? Look at my keypad.
Oh, numbers.
Numbers only.
Yeah.
Numbers only, yes.
Numbers only.
So because of the way it was designed.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay, yeah.
Exactly.
I get that now.
Exactly. What's your marital status?
Okay.
Okay.
I can't move. You can see. I want to try and move out of the question. I said no. This is a
because you have validated it.
Required question.
How many people you have sold? Two people. Okay. So section 2. Okay. I can select several.
Japa.
So Japa client, that's the new oil now. Okay. Japa client are the new money in town now. You know, they have Japa to school. They don't have time to read. So we in Nigeria will help them to do their assignments. It's as simple as ABC.
Wow.
And they pay very good.
Abono.
Yes, sir.
In that currency.
Thank you for sharing.
Okay, but that's what you charge them, sir. Because they earn hard currency too, sir. Okay, sir. So at that point, I can. Sorry, a call came into my phone.
Okay. So when you are done with that,
good. Did you see this now?
Yes.
Because my device is, you can see that, sir. My device is online. So
okay.
do I want to send now?
Okay.
Despite the fact that my device is online, or I want to save it in Outbox.
Okay. Outbox.
So most of it, once people are offline, they save in the Outbox.
Okay.
So by the time they never get back to the internet, just like when you use an Outlook to send mail.
Oh, okay, okay. It will be in the Outbox. Yes.
Be in the Outbox. And once you connect your system to the internet, it sends out your mail.
Okay.
So I want to, this guys go ahead and send now. Or I click on Outbox. Let me use an Outbox. Can we see that in the Outbox now, sir?
Yeah, one in the Outbox.
One in the Outbox. And I can still go ahead and collect another new information.
Data. Okay. Okay.
So that's where it does the okay. So let me okay. Because I've not done anything on this now.
What is the meaning of continuing this survey?
Good. Now look at this now, sir. This particular survey now, I was in the middle of it, and I wanted to close it.
Okay.
It's giving me three options. Where I am presently, should I save it in draft? Where you are presently, do I save it in draft? Okay. So that you can resume it, or you want to continue it, continue filling the survey, or close and lose the changes.
Okay. Okay.
Are you getting me? Are you getting me? Answer? For any reason, you can be an animator, can be on the field, and for whatever reason, the respondent is not available anymore. For whatever reason.
Okay.
Do I save it in draft, and I'm still sure I'll get that respondent again?
Data.
Exactly, sir. Did you see that now? What did the matter?
Draft.
So I can pick a survey that the respondent has not completed, or I'm having some issues. I need some clarification from my supervisor before I make the final submission. A lot happens in the field. A lot happens in the field. So things that are not clear, you just leave it in draft, and once they are clear with it, you push it out, you complete and push it out back. And it doesn't stop my collecting another set of data again. And it keeps going on and on and on like that. So where we okay, let me go back to my computer. I was on my mobile phone earlier on.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm back to my PC. Okay. So this is, so I can go back to my design, because it's possible for any reason while on the field, some modification needs to be made. Because you can't see, because we have deployed a survey, we cannot, it's cast in stone, it's not cast in stone. It is possible, while on the field, some data points, let's say, local government, for example, were not captured earlier, and we discovered there's a mistake there. We have to go back to the data set, to the questionnaire, and pick a question. For example, now, let's say somewhere here, let's say here, for example, now, form of education, we have an additional field that we need to update. We can update it and we'll publish again. But at this point now, once we publish again, okay, let me try one. Let me try so that it's not looking theoretical. Let me edit. Let me just put computer specialist. Because by the time you get to the field, you will discover that things will keep changing. Okay? I've added computer specialist now. Publish. modify schema. Oh, we didn't change this at all earlier on. Did we change this? Did we omit this or what happened?
Yeah, it was omitted.
Okay. Okay, so let's publish now. So now you can see this is an updated survey now. As enumerators, we always tell them this instruction that every time you wake up, before you start going to the field, ensure that you connect to the internet and see that the survey you are working on has not been updated. So I'm going to pick my system, my mobile phone again now. I'm going to share my screen again now. Okay. I'm going to share my screen. No. Share my entire screen. Why is it again? Okay. I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to share my entire screen now. Where is Survey123? Okay, somewhere here. Now, can you see that now? Okay. Let me go back. Can you see that now? I can go back to my download surveys again. So I'll just refresh my the survey. I can just refresh it. Okay, I've done that. Let me go back to my survey. Click on collect. Okay. Where did we have computer specialists to? Under what was that?
Highest level education. Highest level of education, number 4. Number 4, yes, it's there.
So this
is there.
Because the whole essence is this: I want to get clean data as much as possible data. We don't leave anybody out. So those on the field needs to continuously give feedback to their supervisors, and they take it up, and this is escalated as quickly as possible, so that the guys handling the data, the design can always update as quickly as possible. Okay, so like I was talking about the other question type. We're going to add. This was what I was talking about before, that page. So you can actually have them on pages. But now this is what interests me now. These media files. This is a location if you want to deliberately, to actually know that we are capturing their location. But if we don't want them to know, we won't use any of these two. Tomorrow, in the session tomorrow, I'll walk you through how you can embed this so that they won't know you're actually capturing their location. Okay. So against tomorrow, let me quickly drop this. We need to download this to Survey123 Connect. Yes. Ooh, sorry. Survey123 Connect. Okay, that's by the way. Yeah, the recorded copy of this training will be sent almost as immediately Zoom sends the recording. We'll share it. We have your email data we'll share with you. So this is the media files that I was talking about. So let me add a section, a group here. Let me add a group here. Okay. No, before then, I missed something out. So under this question, how many people are in your household? For example, how many people are in your household? Or what's the questions are what we call skip logic. We'll be able to embed that as much as possible also. For example, here now, what is your gender? Let me have some more questions here. What is your gender? So I'm going to look for select, single select. So for demonstration purpose only, what is your gender? Okay, so it's going to be 1A. If male, do you have a mother? That's for demonstration purpose only, please. Yes, no. Okay. If male. Another question again. Still on that. If 1B, if female, do you have a mother? Okay. Yes, no. Click on OK now at this point. So we need to have some skipping here now. So if you click on this question, can we see an icon here called set rule, duplicate, move out of the group, or delete? Can we see it there?
Yes, yes.
Yes, following.
So I'm going to click on set rule. Once I click on set rule, it brings me a dialog box to apply some skip logic. So this is it now. If male, do we see this? If male, what should you show? Can you see? If male, what should show? 1A should show. Is that not so?
Yes.
If female income, what should show? 1B.
1B.
So I click on OK. Right? Let me preview it. Okay, so what did you notice by default?
The A and B are not showing.
Exactly. A and B are not showing, not until I make a selection. They will not appear. So if I click on A now, do we see that now?
Yes.
If I click on female now, the question for female shows up.
Yes.
So because we would have questions like that where we want to skip. In fact, sometimes you want to skip an entire section based on previous selections. So this is what we call this skip logic. So I think this is a convenient place to stop. If we have any questions, we can take them now. Thanks so much.
I have a question.
Right, sir.
Yeah, thank you for your time.
Okay, so I'm going to launch Survey123 on this interface. Okay. Okay. Let me take out audio from this. Okay, I hope you can see my screen on another device now. Is my screen visible?
Yes, it is.
Okay, good. Okay, let me increase the volume. Okay, so this is how Survey123 looks like. This is Survey123 trying to, okay. So this is Survey123.
123 Connect or Surveys 123?
Survey123 Connect.
Okay, thank you.
This one doesn't have any color. We can't.
No, it's my, don't mind, it's my system. Don't tell me I can, it's even looking for it. It's saying it's not even in my system anymore. But let me actually show you what it looks like, what the interface looks like. Okay. Okay. Let me see you. Okay. What the interface of Survey123 looks like. Okay, survey designs. Okay, good. Yeah, I've seen one. This is what it looks like. Yeah, this is what it looks like. Can we see it? So you work with you do everything in Excel. Can we see it, sir?
Yes, please.
Yes, we can.
So yes, just like the ODK, XLS ODK. So you can see you can see the choices, all the choices. Can we see all the choices?
Anyway, maybe when you have another session, you may want to show us better what it looks like now. But my question now is, can you tell us what is the advantage of ArcGIS over ODK, COBOL, and other ones? Is it because University of Ibadan has this corporate license? Is that the main?
That's one. Secondly, it is much easier to use and to manage your data compared to most of these other ones, because they also have it integrated to the GIS platform itself as a whole. So when you need to produce complex maps, so actually for visualization, it's way easier because of the integration that comes with it. And you have quite, a number of people on campus who have recently conducted researches that involves multi-country. Using, I'm trying to discuss about this. Okay.
Hello.
Yes. Okay. I like to discuss on my audio device. So, like I was saying, so it's some of the advantages, like I told us earlier on, compared with using other tools, has to do with ease of use compared with others, and in terms of you are not paying any licensing fee. That's the truth. There's no licensing fee, and there's no limit to what you can actually use this for. There's no limit. I have a research that they have, the number of gig they have consumed on this platform, if they have to be using other softwares, they might have to be paying. And even if, in terms of scalability, this is much scalable as much as possible. And you don't have limit to the number of enumerators we can bring on the platform also.
Oh, okay, sir. Please.
And those who have knowledge of ODK will find it very easy to use.
Okay.
They are not learning anything new.
Okay. My question has to do with the back-end data management. Yeah. And now, assuming any of us want to explore the use of these ArcGIS 123, and we begin to upload our data, at the back end, who manages the data? Is it the items, or we are also giving license?
I cannot see your, if you create a survey for your project, despite the fact that I'm at items, I cannot see your work. I cannot.
Okay. So I'm the one to manage it at the back end.
Exactly. We walk you through how to manage your backend, how to download your data, how to do all sort of things. But I can have access to your research work, except I'm part of that project and I'm added as in that project group.
Excellent. That's good. Thank you.
Because of privacy concerns, data protection, a lot of things are guiding everybody now. And one has to be very, very careful. Only access data that concerns you.
Oh, okay. That's fine. Thank you.
You're welcome, sir. Okay, so thanks a lot, everyone.
Okay. Hello.
Okay, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Dr. Yakin, can you have a screenshot of all participants for today?
Okay, sir. I'll do that right away.
So probably everybody will have to put on their video, and then we have it's a 3-day training. So it's a capacity building for every one of us in the department. Okay. And probably we have to look into issuing a certificate of participation.
Yes, sir.
So that our facilitator will be able to sign. The reason why you don't know as consultant or as specialist, they can ask you, is part of what you can put in your CV as part of training, a 3-day training that you've had, especially in recent times. Because you cannot just say you know how to use it without receiving any onboard training like the one we are having now. So I'd like to thank our facilitator for creating the time and the University Authority for developing this kind of tool for use. So over to you, Dr. Yakin.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, sir. We want to appreciate Mr. Olanrewaju for this session, and we look forward to a more enticing session with you and your team. It has actually been very enlightening, and I'm sure most of the students that joined us today will attest to the value you have added to them and the prospects of having a more engaging session on the field. So we are very hopeful that we are going to have a more serious engagement as we go on to have another session tomorrow and thenceforth. Thank you very much to you and your team and the management of your unit in the university. We appreciate you so much. Thank you.
Thanks so much, sir. So bye-bye.
Yeah, thank you.
Is Dr. Yakin that we say bye-bye? Let's have the screenshot because I've not seen the, you must have evidence.
Yes,
yeah.
I have, I've been actually trying to take the screenshots of everybody that attended. Please hold on a bit. Hold on a bit. I want to take it again. Though I've taken one before, but I just saw that some people just put on their videos now. So I want to take it again.